everybody, this is Chris from Stylharmony. Thank you for joining me. So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can easily recycle some plastic bottles, and there are many ways to do this, and I'm just going to show you another way. So in this particular bottle that is not huge, and it's a it was a bottle of water, but you can use any kind of bottle for this. It was about at total 9 inches. I'm going to only use a part of this, so you can do this in any bottle you want, and we're going to use only the inside piece, this part here. So in this part you can make either a big box like this. I hope you'll be able to see it well. Maybe I should put it on black, I'm not sure. So you can make either one big, that is about the what I was talking about here, the width, or you can make two little boxes depending on just what you have to put inside. And these are great gift boxes for everybody because it can be reusable for another person or another product, and usually people like to keep these kind of boxes, so they're really simple and easy to do. You will need for this obviously a plastic bottle. You can use some ribbons, any kinds of embellishments here. I've done two different, but you can use any kind of embellishments you want. You will need an X-Acto knife or sturdy scissors if you want to cut with your scissors, a ruler. Use preferably something that is metal, especially if you use this kind of tool, this cutting tool, so it's not going to damage your ruler if it's in plastic. And you will also need a plate or a bowl to trace the sides, because we're just going to make some pillow boxes, but a very simple way. So I'm going to start here cutting my bottle, and I like to start with kind of an X-Acto knife just to begin. And I'm going to try to not make too much noise here, so I'm going to continue cutting here with my scissors. And by the way, sometimes on some bottles you have a date written on it. So if you have something white here, it's just on the top of my bottle, but sometimes it's in the middle. So if you want to take that away, that date, I use acetone, but make sure on the piece you don't want to use, try it on a spare piece here to make sure it's not going to ruin your bottle, because depending on the plastic, sometimes it's going to eat the plastic and it's going to become white, and you'll have to throw it away. So I'm going to continue cutting here. I'm going to do this really nicely. I'm going to do the same thing here on the other side. Okay, I hope your ears will not hurt too much. So here, as you can see, my edges are really not perfect, right? It's not perfect. There are some pieces sticking out. We're going to get rid of that in a second, and here it's even worse, as you can see. So there is normally a seam. Sometimes you have two seams, so it's going to make it very easy to fold. So you're going to fold on the seams here. Try to align it as perfectly as you can. And what I like to use here are my scissors, because the bone folder, because you're going to have to press hard because it's quite a thick plastic. Using scissors, I'm sure I'm not going to break anything, especially not my bone folder. So I'm just really well folding here, creasing my folds. Okay, I'm going to do the exact same thing here on the other side. Okay, now that it's done, I will be able to cut this straight. And if you want to help yourself, you can use a ruler. This is why I was talking about the ruler before. And you might want to cut all these edges here that are not straight with your X-Acto knife here. And that's usually what I like to do, because it really cuts straight. Did I manage to cut all the way through? No, there's a little piece missing here, so that's fine. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, of course. Oops, I moved. All right, so you can stop here if you want this box to be that big. I'm just going to cut it in half because I want 2 small ones. And of course, it's more economical because they're not that tiny, actually. So let me see, how large is this? It's about 5 inches. So I'm going to put my ruler about a 2.5 around here. And I'm going to cut this again in 2. Let me see if I'm straight. I think so. That's fine. I'm using the guidelines here I've got on my table. Didn't cut enough. And I'm going to finish it up with my scissors. And there you go. And when you use your X-Acto knife or this kind of cutting tool, the edges are straight and it's not going to be harmful for your hands. So this is really nice. I didn't cut this one very well. I'm just going to finish it up. That's when I moved, I guess. And now it's going to be good. So now you're going to use your scissors again. You're going to use this part here, the pointy top. And you're going to use your plate, and you're going to put it upside down, of course. And you want to match your plate or bowl, if you prefer to use a bowl, with the 2 corners that you've got here. Just make sure it's going to be really well aligned. Let me do a little zoom in here. So as you can see, I try to really put my plate on the edges here and here on the bottom. And I'm going to use my scissors. I'm going to zoom back in because you'll have my hands in the way otherwise. And really hold on tight to your plate here. Okay, I'm trying not to move. I'm aligning myself. I'm pushing hard on my plate here. And I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to draw a line here around my plate. And I'm doing it a few times here because this is where I'm going to crease. I think that's going to be enough. So here you go. You've got your crease here. We're going to do the same thing, of course, on the other side. So you have to flip it around. And we're going to do this all on also this side here. So you'll have to do this 4 times. So I'm going to do this off camera and I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, so I'm finished. Now what you need to do, I've got a little pokey thing here. So I'm just going to put my hands in here. I think it's just easier for me. Oh, and I forgot to tell you in the beginning, of course your bottle needs to be pretty clean, and you can use some alcohol and a little piece of kitchen towel to really clean up your bottle and your hands as well. But otherwise you can always do that at the end. So I am going to fold here, because when I speak I don't concentrate as much. There you go. I'm going to do the same thing here. And of course, if this is going to rule my nail polish, as always, I don't know, I have to find some crafts that are not going to ink my hands or ruin my nails, but you know what, it's just nail polish. It's not a big deal. So yeah, I prefer doing on this side, I don't know why. I have more control. There you go. And if you make your crease really, really well, it's not going to be an issue to do that. There you have it. And your pillow box, look at that. It just closed perfectly. You see? And now you just need to decorate it. You can put some candies in here if you want to. And I'm going to use, this is fabric washi tape. So I think I'm going to use this one because I really like it. Am I going to make a bow? You know what? No, I'm not going to make a bow. I'm just going to put one side here. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something different. So let me cut here this piece. And this is really cheap washi tape that I bought quite a long time ago. And I'm not sure if it's still going to stick or not. So let me see. Seems to be sticky. All right. So I'm going to put this here in the middle. Of course, you do that after you put your present inside. I cut it too long. There you go. Oh, it's sticky to my... That's good. And I am going to put another one on this side here, just to make it a little different. And I mean, nobody, or at least not a lot of people, are going to do the same kind of present. And you know, it's good for nature also when you recycle. Of course, the best way to go is to not buy any plastic bottles, but sometimes you can't really help it, I guess. So I'm going to put this piece here. And here. And try to align it the best I can. That's not too bad. And now I am going to put another embellishment. So, what could I do? I've got some nice flowers. Am I going to use this again? No, I want to change. So I'm going to use some of my nice flowers here that would match. I'm going to take this one. Yeah, I think that's really going to be nice. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, just putting a nice little flower like this. So what I'm going to do, you could use hot glue, but I'm going to use some foam here. That's the foam I make myself because I think it's really handy. Sometimes you've got some leftover foam pieces. So what I do is I just put some double-sided tape on each side, and I use that again. So there's no waste. So I'm going to put this on my flower here and take that little piece. Doesn't want to come off. Okay. Of course, it's on camera that it never wants to come off. There you go. Don't press that hard. Come on. And there you have it. So you see, you can have a box. You don't have time. For example, you were invited somewhere. You forgot completely to buy some packaging. Well, you can make a box very quickly if you have just an old bottle, you know, hanging somewhere. I always keep my empty bottles somewhere in the house, just a few of them in case I forgot to do something. And there you go. You can make 2 of them very quickly. You can make a big one if you need to. Let me zoom back again. And there you have it. A very quick tutorial, very easy, very cheap. You don't need a lot of materials. And there you go. Please tell me what you think about this one. Would you like to try? Have you tried already? I will be doing more recycling tutorials because I think it's really, really helpful, and because you don't spend any money on it either. So don't forget to give me some thumbs up, to subscribe to this channel, and also hit the bell button to get noticed every time I put a new video up there, and also share on social media. Thank you very much for being here, and see you soon. Bye bye. Take care.